What's up, everybody? It's your guy, Ken Bailey with the Neapolitan Ice Cream Experience, and I got another special guest for you guys. A great example of why we started doing these interviews. I got Jayson Brown. He actually worked in my hometown for quite some time, recently connected on LinkedIn, and wanted to bring him on to talk through his role and, more around like what he actually does day to day.
As Ked says, my name is Jayson. I am from Yazoo City, Mississippi. It's definitely not a city. It's a small town. The important part about this job was that it taught me something that I'd lacked for a long time: how to take criticism, how to also take that sometimes like your service to others, it's just not what they need or not what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And the third thing is never forgetting like where you started. Pay attention to this. Please, please, please don't do things like just for money unless you absolutely have to, because it can come back and bite you.
People in our demographic, it's never usually just a straight shot. It's usually kind of a move around, try a few different things and figure out really what you truly enjoy. And so now that's awesome. That's a powerful story.
ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, I would say it is just a fancy way of utilizing a software that allows you to keep count and move large quantities of whatever it is that makes you money, the company money. Drilling down into SAP, the way that ERP is utilized is it's funneled into different modules. I've heard this joke, it's not my joke, but it means solves all problems. But
where did success factors fall in on those modules?
Success factors with the few companies that have like fully implemented it, from what I've seen, they're using it from like an HR standpoint. It's like where all of your insurance, your payroll, your org charts, like who you report to, your company code.
That makes sense.
It is a great integration. If you're seasoned or if you're just trying to learn, just again, don't be intimidated. Just try it. Like, just definitely try it. Learn all you can.
What company are you working for again?
Ergon, right here on Lake.
Okay.
They're an oil company.
Oil, that's right. That's what it is. So with your current spot, what would you say are the pros and cons?
A very huge thing that I'm still grasping is that we're using like volume, leaders, things like that. And with it being a global company, a lot of it's like was it the metric system? Con is that now we have contractors and some people full time that like I'm on a team now, like where we're all like my section of like SAP. I haven't had that since like 2019, 2020 with the State Department of Finance. So It's kind of like I'm used to like taking the initiative. And yeah, if I can move on to the pros, this is going to sound a little corny, but honestly, man, this is like some of the best group of like people I've ever worked with. They do a lot of things for Mississippi. Like, I've participated in like 2 5Ks. I just went to the Children's Hospital to help with the St. Patrick's Day parade. I feel like I'm actually heard too. I have a really, really, really good work-life balance. So here, I get 1 remote day, but if something's going on, my manager's like, just take care of your family, take care of yourself, do what you gotta do.
How would you describe success in your position?
Like, if you can explain it to someone who's not quite on your level, you got it. And you need to like 100%. Understand it from both sides. So I know that's probably kind of cheesy, but I would say start with communication first and foremost.
Yeah. When you're trying to work with guys like myself, that's kind of our biggest thing is like, does this person even sound like they know what they're talking about? Like, can they even tell me what it is at all? Like, the biggest thing that everybody's super interested in, what would you say about the money side of it? Like, what would you say is the average median salary? And then, obviously you're tenured. Like, what would you say, I guess, would be a realistic option when it comes to senior level pay?
On the business side, start there. If you can learn the business side, you can get brought in. If you generally know how like an end user or business like user, what have you, if they know how to work SAP, you can get brought on and pivot into IT. I was brought on with 35 as an associate.
Yeah, 35,000, right? Or 35 an hour?
1,000. So I'd say in some sort of like, mid-level, like if you're becoming like a, whatever the title may be, like tier 1 or just a mid-level analyst, you're breaking into between 60 to 70, possibly maybe low 80s.
If there was any advice you would give someone, specifically for getting into ERP, getting into SAP, are there any like certs you feel like they should target? Is there any like advice, like indefinitely you're like, okay, if I would have knew this would help me so much, in regards to getting my depth of knowledge up quicker?
Wish I would have just like done some sort of like finance or business course at Ole Miss, and I would have like learned the programming and all that on my own. Practice on your soft skills and be able to like communicate with people and be learnable and teachable. It's going to take you a long way.
Yeah. How would you say AI has affected your position? Like, obviously you've seen the trajectory of kind of how far we've come post-pandemic. Like, are you guys using chatbots extensively, or like what does your day-to-day look like involving AI?
I truly think that the whole purpose of AI is to be utilized. It's not meant to be like a replacement. Appreciate the invite. I like what you're doing. See that, you're golfing, your interviews like this, you're streaming. I like it. I like the multiple funnels. So just I'm grateful to be here. Thanks for the invite. I appreciate it.